Hello YouTube, today in this new installment of the Capital Sins of Fitness, I want to talk about envy. Envy, just like lust, can be a driving force. And for a lot of young men who start lifting, it is. We observe the bodies of other men that we admire and we want to achieve the same results. How many men started lifting and bodybuilding because they admired Arnold Schwarzenegger? And it's the same on YouTube Fitness. There are a lot of influences that young men are going to follow because they want to resemble them. And that can be healthy, but it can also become something that is going to lead you astray. I firmly believe that getting inspiration from someone is great, but it should never turn into adoration. You shouldn't become subservient to someone else, not only because it's pathetic, but also because it's going to steal the ability that you should have developed of being your own man. You shouldn't try and become someone else. You should strive to become your own person. And getting emulation from the achievements of other people is great, but it can quickly turn into something that is just going to be of some sort of way for you to achieve that without having to put in the work. If you live vicariously through someone else, through their achievements, through their body, through their strength, this is a waste of life. You should be doing those things instead of spending all your time watching someone else do it. It's something that I will repeat on this channel. I would much rather have you go and train for 5 minutes than watch one of my 5 minutes videos, because it would be more beneficial for your physical strength, but also your spiritual strength. And this is where envy can take two different roads. Either it can be something that keeps pushing you forward because you always want more. You always are inspired to get that extra inch, and it really never stops because your envy never dies, in a sense. Just like lust never dies. It's a driving force of the human species. And then there is the dark road. There is the path where it turns into a capital sin, where it makes you someone negative. Because instead of working hard, you've transformed that energy, that need, that desire that you feel into hatred, into resentment for the people who have it. See, I've always thought that envy in itself as a term wasn't negative. It becomes negative when it turns into jealousy. And a lot of people are plagued by this. They want something that someone else has so much that it makes them resent that person. And on YouTube Fitness, it's everywhere. And everyone is guilty of it. You have bodybuilders who wish they would be stronger and they hate on powerlifters. They say, oh, powerlifters are fat. You have powerlifters who would like to be aesthetic, so they hate on bodybuilders. They say, oh, bodybuilders are pretty boys, they're weak. I will say right now that real lifters, men who are focused on their goal, on their dream in life, don't partake in that. The powerlifters that I respect because they don't hate on bodybuilders. And it's the same for the bodybuilders that I see as inspiration for me. They don't care if someone else is stronger because it's not their passion. We exist in a community of lifting. We should try and help each other. Even if we don't pursue the same thing, what matters is what we want to achieve. And because we are all going to try and work as hard as we can to get to that, we can try and make sure that we support each other through it, even if we are not seeing eye to eye on what matters the most as a man. And that, to me, is the easiest way to avoid jealousy. It's actually putting in the work. The most jealous people I've met in my life, people who represented the sin of envy, were just stalker. They would just speak, but they would never do anything. Because when you actually do something, you're working towards your goal. It's much easier to just sit on the couch and detest someone else because of the achievements that they have that you wish you had. But you can have it too. That's the beauty of it. That energy that is very unhealthy, by the way, because it's going to rocket back towards you. All of that hate, especially if the target of the hate is not really receiving any of it because he doesn't know you exist. That energy would make you so much more happy physically and mentally if it was spent lifting. And that's how you avoid turning envy into something negative. You can keep it as a very strong driving force that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. But just like with every single capital sin of fitness that I've described so far, It is something that you need to control. You need to have a firm grasp on it. As the proverb says, you have a good wolf and a bad wolf in you, and the one that wins is the one you feed. So I hope that you're going to feed the one that is going to make you the best version of you could be. I'm going to keep trying and motivate you on this channel. We have 2 installments of the Capital Sins of Fitness left. I hope you enjoyed that video. Have a very good day and see you soon.